Ich möchte gerne die CDU-Wähler da draußen herzlich bedanken für mehr Inflation, mehr Krieg, weniger Meinungsfreiheit, mehr Drama, mehr Klimapolitik, mehr rot-grüne Politik. Vielen Dank, das kriegen wir genau. I've been gone for 2 weeks, people. I've been moving house. We're finally in the new house. Everything is good. But in those 2 weeks, I was kind of expecting that we would have heard at least something good from the incoming government, CDU, with Friedrich Merz at the helm. But no. I mean, not even one thing. The whole immigration theme is completely gone. Completely. We don't hear anything about it anymore. I didn't hear one thing about it the whole 2 weeks. All I heard was, we need money. We need money for military. We need to break the Schuldenbremse. We need to do it now. And we'll suck anybody's dick that will vote for it with us. That's what I heard from Friedrich Merz, a weak politician who is not fit to be the chancellor of this country, shouldn't be the chancellor of this country, because he has thrown his own voters and his own principles completely out the window. Now, if I remember correctly, when the Ampelregierung wanted to use leftover COVID money to fund their socialist welfare projects, the CDU jumped in, went to court and won in order to save the German people from this mistake that the Ampel was going to make by redistributing money that was for one thing and putting it into their own social projects without question. So the CDU went to court and sued, and now the CDU is like, you know what? We need to make more debt. We need the inflation to go higher. We need meat to be more expensive. We need gas to be more expensive, because you know what? We need to be able to fund all the green, socialist, climate policy bullshit. We need to fund all of the welfare projects for the SPD, and we need money for Verteidigung, for ourselves, for our military, which they've needed for decades and have blown off completely, living under the false impression that forever and ever America will allow itself to be fucked in the ass by European Union politicians as they grow their welfare states and don't spend any money on their military, because they assume that America's going to come save their ass if they get into trouble. Those days are over. Now it's finally hitting home for the European politicians. They're finally realizing that Trump is the kind of guy that says something and then does that thing, right? He's warned them for the whole time, right? If I become president, you guys are going to have to start taking care of your own shit. The Europeans didn't listen. Now they're in the shit, right? And so now we're scared of Russia. Russia's going to be in next year in 2026. Russia will probably invade Europe. It's going to be crazy. We're going to need money. We need to have intense military stock up, and that's what we're going to do. So Friedrich Merz has got the votes with the Green Party, because he promised them 100 billion fucking euro, which nobody has, for more climate insanity, for this climate religion fucking ideology bullshit. It's unbelievable. You know, you people who voted for the CDU, you know what I got for you? Fuck you people. Really. You people suck. You are the most, really, that you even bothered to believe these fucking people. Look, I'm all for a working military. I'm all for a military that can protect the country if it ever gets invaded by anybody, right? But I'm not for these politicians being in charge of it. Sorry, I don't trust these people. I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them. And they've just proven that they can't be trusted. Merz was talking about CDU poor, and we're going to get rid of those immigration problem, and people are going to be sent back at the border, and we're going to stop the Familiennachzug, and we're going to keep them out of Bürgergeld, and we're going to really reduce the amount of illegal immigration. Listen. You don't reduce illegal immigration, you stop it. That's their job, right? The job of these politicians is to make sure that illegal immigration just doesn't happen. And however they want to do it, that's their problem. But they can't just water everything down and go, well, what we meant is we're going to try to reduce it. We're going to try, right? I haven't heard anything about that anymore. That plan's out the window, obviously. All Friedrich Merz and the CDU is interested in is kissing ass, right? Kissing ass to the other political parties so they don't have to be forced to work with the AfD, which is the party that everybody wants them to work with. So they're going totally against the will of the voter. They do not care at all about the voter in this country. They do not care about the German people. As a matter of fact, I think they hate Germany. Friedrich Merz, he hates Germany and German people. He doesn't have any love for you. He doesn't give a fuck what happens to you. No. He's just going to make your life more difficult, right? That's what he's going to do. And the reason why is, well, he has to be chancellor and he has to sell his ass to anybody who's going to let him be it, right? That's it. Sorry, guys. I have to be chancellor, no matter what. That's the most important thing. So what you guys want, I can't give it to you because I've got to give all the perks to the SPD, the Green Party, and everybody else. So how does the Green Party even get a choice as to how much money goes to them? What? So they let himself be bribed, while actually Friedrich Merz is in a position to say to everybody, we won the election. If you want to be in the government, you will bend the knee to everything I say. And if you don't want to do that, then piss off, I'll work with the AfD. That's the position Friedrich Merz and the CDU is actually in. And he doesn't even have the balls to stand in his own position, right? He's got completely the upper hand. He could completely make the SPD, the Green Party, any of these hypocritical parties, he could make them do whatever he wanted because they want power. They have to be back in the Bundesregierung. They want it so bad they can taste it. They want their $11,000 of free money for sitting there jerking each other off. And they want it so bad they'll do anything to get it. And Friedrich Merz tells them, listen, it's either you go my way or you're not in. But instead of you, it's going to be the AfD that's in. Do you know how fast those people would bend over and spread their butt for Friedrich Merz and the CDU? Quicker than you can say CDU, I'll tell you that right now. But no, Friedrich Merz is too much of a fucking pussy to use the power that he actually has. So therefore, he is not worthy of being the Chancellor of Germany or the Chancellor of Disneyland, for that matter. It doesn't matter. He is a completely useless fucking sellout that has backstabbed his own voters, his own voter base. But the good news, guys, is there's good news here. There's good news here. It's already clear that Friedrich Merz is going to go to a leftist politics, right? He's going to do leftist policies to appease the SPD so that they'll agree to work with him in the Bundesregierung, and he's not going to get shit done. He's going to make sure that inflation doesn't come down. He's going to make sure of it, right? By pumping in another $100 billion of climate bullshit and however $800 billion for military stocking. And also, where's the money at that's going to be fixing the fucking bridges I drive over every day? You know what I'm saying? What about that shit? What about German infrastructure? See, they don't give a shit about anything in this country. They don't care about anything in this country. They care about Ukraine, and they care about illegals, and they care about their ass. That's it. They can't care about more. And they're making a giant mistake going against the United States. That's what they're also going to do. They're going to go against the world's biggest superpower. Instead of trying to keep them on their side and trying to work with Trump, no, they're going to go against whatever Trump says. You saw how well that worked for the Democrats, guys. They got crushed. They're probably not going to win another election again in a long time. But here's the good news, people. Here's the good news, right? The good news is it's not going to be very long before the AfD will be the number one winner, right? And then we'll finally get the political change that everybody says they want. CDU voters don't want political change. They might say they do. They don't. If they would have wanted political change, they wouldn't have voted for the party that hasn't delivered any political change in decades, right? It's just been status quo, status quo, status quo. That's all they've done. So these people who said, oh, they want political change, are fucking liars, right? They're fucking liars. And the CDU and Friedrich Merz are fucking liars, right? Fucking liars. They're doing everything that they didn't promise they would do in the election season, right? When they were doing Wahlkampf, they promised all kinds of shit. None of that shit's gonna happen, right? None. It's already clear. So the light at the end of the tunnel for people like us is that we now know for sure that Friedrich Merz is going to ruin this country further, maybe even worse than the Ampel did. They're gonna fuck it up completely, and that will be the end of their political careers. That'll be the end of the CDU party. That'll be the end of the SPD shit. It's going to be AfD all the way, because Friedrich Merz is going to make sure that the people of Germany really suffer, right? Really suffer. Not COVID suffer, no, really suffer. If he could, he would get Germany into a war with Russia right now. Right now. Let's have war with Russia. Let's have war with Trump. If he could, he would ruin Germany at the snap of his fingers, but it's not going to be that easy, right? He's going to have to do some work for it, but he's already taking the steps to do that. And so the light at the end of the tunnel for us is we're going to have to suffer massively for as long as this coming government will last. And hopefully that won't be very long. I give it 2 years, and that's about it. But even if they make it 4 years, I guess the German taxpayers and me and the other citizens of Germany probably could suffer a little more, and that's what we're going to do. And then finally we'll have suffered enough that even the dumbest of the dumbest assholes in this country will know that voting for these establishment political parties isn't going to do a goddamn thing. They're not going to do anything to better this country, to make it great, to make the people want to be here, to make the people want to invest in it. No, they're not. They're going to fuck it up. They're going to fuck it up completely. They're already showing that's what they're going to do. Everything that Friedrich Merz has done since the CDU won the election goes against everything that would benefit Germany or the German people, stop immigration in any way. None of that's happening. They're not even talking about it. Now they're going to start talking about it, because now Friedrich Merz needs to convince the SPD, needs to beg them. He needs to beg the SPD, please, SPD and Olaf Scholz and fucking, what's his name, Kevin Kühnert or whatever the fuck the guy's name is. Please, please, please work with me so I don't have to work with the AfD. Instead of saying, I won the election, my party won the election, and if you guys want fucking Dienstwagen and fucking Pensionrechte and Renterechte, and you want $11,000 a month, you people are going to get the fucking line. That's what the verhandling are going to be about. We're going to verhandle for 5 minutes. Either you get online with everything I want to do with the CDU, and if not, I'll just go with the AfD who will work with me. That's what Friedrich Merz should be doing, but he's such a scared little pussy boy that he didn't even have the balls to do that. No, he sees the SPD and the Green Party and Robert Habeck and Baerbock as his buddies, right? They're not political rivals. No, they're his buddies. Yeah, they're his buddies that he's now shaking out your money to. Now he's telling the Green Party, hey, you guys didn't win any election at all. You guys got your ass kicked, but hey, I'm going to give you $100 billion of not my fucking money so that you can vote for shit that I want to do that no one else wants, right? He's buying the Green Party off, and the Green Party's going, yeah, we got this pussy by the balls. And they do, because Friedrich Merz is a pussy. That's what he is, a pussy. A pussy that shouldn't be in politics, shouldn't be anywhere near the chancellor's seat. The guy that I don't know what to say, I'm sorry. Guys, it's Monday, the 17th of March, 2025. This was the Insanity Report for Germany for today. If you guys want to get all my stuff delivered directly to your email inbox, all you got to do is go to the Substack. You'll see it on the screen. It's allaboutlogic.substack.com. Go there and subscribe. Either do it for free or do it for $5 a month. But there you'll get all my content for sure, because they don't censor anything. You'll also get my articles that I write, and it won't be so hard for you to find me. It won't be so hard for me to communicate with you. That's the best route. Subscribe there. Do me a favor, and see you guys tomorrow in another crazy day in Germany. It's just getting worse, people. It's getting worse, right? While America's taking off, Germany and the EU is going completely to shit, right? And the people that are running the show are exactly the people that we need to vote out. But you guys made your choice. So now you're going to have to live with it for another 4 years. I don't feel sorry for you at all. At all. I feel sorry for me and everybody that's been saying this for the last fucking since the Apple started, right? That we need a political change in this country immediately. And yet the people are still too stupid to do it. I can't believe it. I'm highly disappointed, but yeah, what can I do? That's democracy. So enjoy it. Peace out.